My name is Alexis Crook, and I am an implementation consultant here at Prosymmetry. In today's video, I'm going to be walking through submitting timesheets. So there are different types of users within Tempus, one of them being a timesheet user. If you want to track actual time spent on projects, you can use our feature of timesheets. In Tempus, there's a lot of options when it comes to timesheets. You can enter your time in hours, FTE, or FTE percentage. You can add comments to a timesheet, add files to a timesheet. I'll also show some functionality of adding time to projects you were assigned to versus weren't assigned to. Again, lots of options, but we will walk through some of those today. All right, I am now within a demo environment, and I'm going to walk through what it looks like to be a timesheet user and submit a timesheet. So I've got this tile here called My Timesheets. When I click on that, this is the screen that I see appear. It is going to automatically take me to the current week. So this is the week that it is right now. If there are other timesheet periods open, you have the ability to use these arrows to kind of navigate through those. That is a bit more of an admin task, determining how long different timesheet periods are open for. But for now, we're just going to stick to the timesheet for this week. Underneath that, there is the ability to submit comments if you would like to. Down here at the bottom, I am seeing the projects and tasks that I have an assignment on within this week. So I was planned to these 3 projects on the generic task. And I can come through to these different cells and submit how much time I actually spent on these individual projects. There are some options to make this a little bit easier if you want to group this by period. So now I've got the week as a whole rather than doing it at the daily level. So this is one option, and you can submit different hours, within these cells as well. You can pull in a totals column here. So if I were to say I spent, 2 hours on this project for all of these days, you would see that total there. You can also choose to pull in your planned allocation. I'm going to turn off the totals, turn on planned allocation. And what this did is it created this little blue bar here with a number in it. And this is showing, in this case, how many hours I was planned to on this project per day. Again, this is a setting that your admins can choose to have on or off, but in this case, I have it on for my timesheet users to pull in. If they want to see, again, what they were planned to, and then they can submit their actual time against that. Last thing here is you can filter by resource request status. So if you are using our resource request workflow, your timesheet users can pull in maybe only the assignments that they were approved on, maybe filter out what they were rejected on, so on. Another option within here is this Add Assignments button. So previously I mentioned you have the ability to enter time on projects that you were assigned to. You also have the ability to enter time on projects that you maybe weren't necessarily assigned to in this week. So there are some projects that maybe are ongoing for a long period of time, and you just want to be able to pull them in randomly whenever you do work on that project. Is just kind of one example here. This is set up through the build team functionality of Tempus. We have some more documentation on how to set this up. Happy to walk anyone through that. But in this case, I have the ability to add an additional assignment here for this project called Digital Backbone. I wasn't assigned, but I have the ability to pull in this generic task here and apply that. And now it is now a line item within my timesheet that I can submit time to. There are also different views up at the top right-hand side that allow you to input your timesheet time in different ways. So I've got this group view. This is going to roll up the projects. This is going to roll up your, assignments in this case by project. So on all of these projects, I'm only assigned to the generic task. But if you were assigned to multiple tasks within one project, they would be grouped here. You could expand them, and then you can see all of those individual tasks and submit time per line item. We also have this consolidated view. This is, again, something that can be set up as an admin within your settings, but you have the ability to see different periods here up as these column headers, and then all of your projects on the left-hand side as well. And then lastly, you can see all of your timesheets. So this will give you the period name, the date range, whether it's an open or closed period, what is the status? So if you've submitted this timesheet, if it's still a draft, if it's new, you haven't maybe submitted anything to it, etc. And then what was the total time that you submitted to that period? That is the high-level basics of timesheets and submitting timesheets. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you so much.